Peace, perfect peace. Is it just me, or am I always wearing red, the color of the enemy, when I make a video, unfortunately? Anyway, a quick video to just say a few words. Ask the Lord to bless all who watch this video today. No big deal. Just want to say a few things. The Lord our God sits upon the circle of the earth. Okay, you've heard me say this. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Joel, Micah, Malachi. There are people out there who say that all prophecy has already come to pass, or at least most of it. And you know, the human mind makes up any excuse they can to write off the Word of God and to say it's all summed up in Jesus Christ. Okay, it's all summed up in Jesus Christ, which means take up your cross and follow Him. So when is your crucifixion scheduled? It's not, huh? Okay, well, you need to increase in the knowledge of the Lord and of the truth in which we're called. And so that's what it's all about. Okay, we've been deceived by the leaven of the Pharisees, puffed up, distorted doctrine. Vain imaginations, as it were, to say that God is the God of the universe. He never claimed that, and He never claimed that He created anything out of nothing. The Lord thy God makes all things become new. He made man from the ground. He made woman from man. He is where the fowl fly, which there's no air in outer space, and birds don't fly there. Okay? So anyway, what do I mean when not speaking in the righteous indignation version sometimes on Facebook, and when I say give up your useless, pointless lives? Well, you've been designed to be individual, which is not biblical, which is not healthy or good in any way. We are all codependent. We are either codependent on things, substances, other people, family, friends, any number of things. But you're supposed to be codependent on YEHOVAH, who is the power and the spirit of the air and keeps your heart pumping, and keeps your mind working, right? This is all the substance of God, who we dwell in, like Paul said in Acts 17. I posted that too. For we have our being in the literal body of God. He breathed the spirit into the nostrils of Adam, into man, which is air. And so anyway, but what I'm trying to get at here is that what we should do is be public enemy number one. And if you look at it in that sense, you'll have the right answer. And so what is that answer in that sense? Well, we should start our own financial institution. One of my biggest dreams is to, if I could say, convince people to come together financially, or if I hit the lottery, I'd turn it all into gold, and I would create a state reserve for the state of South Carolina, and which would make me and whoever else involved public enemy number one. Because, you know, even in Iraq and these different places, it's not the oil. No, it's the literal currency itself. If you even look, the reason why we've been at war with Libya and Iraq and these different countries is because they're not Rothschild, jury, central bank owned. Okay? And so every time you spend a fiat American dollar, you create 5 of debt, because it actually costs us to print the money. And then you're shipping that $5 that you created of debt goes to foreign entities and everything else but our economy and to the good of the people. And so we just need to be like Fred Flintstone and just put our feet down and stop driving straight ahead to nowhere. We got to hit the brakes and look at it for what it is. Let us reason with the Lord. Let us look at the truth and decide what the Lord's will is. And that's my problem throughout these years, because I've not discovered all these things myself. I've had a lot of help, and a lot of it comes from Apostle Learned, my uncle's work that he's been writing for over 20 years, okay? And so, but the fact of the matter is the reprobate churches and these reprobate pastors, they don't have time for conversation about something they've been indoctrinated with, sometimes by their Luciferian handlers, not naming any names. But it's the box of time and control, the star of Remphan, Saturn, Satan. That when you say, you know, I wish I could do this and could do that, but I don't have enough money, and you're in the box of control. Father Time, the Grim Reaper, it's all Saturn, Satan. Real quick, let me explain this. As above, so below. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, but that star, okay, the star of Remphan. What that means is when you look beyond God's face, which is the firmament, which is the atmosphere, and you look out into outer space and gaze at the stars, you're yoking yourself to false spirits, Baal, Molech, and Asheroth. Okay, this is where the beast comes from. And so what it means, as above, so below, is that when you worship the stars and the things thereof, you're actually yoking yourself to false spirits right here under the canopy. That's what that means. And this is why Elijah brought fire down from heaven. Because of Baal worship, which is worship of the stars. And I look kind of rough today, but oh well, we're just trying to make a video here. And so my point is this: stop creating division among your own houses, among your own families, among your own communities. Stop with your prefab D.R. Horton homes. Like the other guy said, Jesus, you think he's long hair, Pantene Pro V, sipping macchiatos or caramel macchiatos or whatever. Pretty sure that guy's Jew, but you know what? I love the Jews when they love Jesus Christ, and I love everybody else when they love Jesus Christ, because that's the only way. That's the only way, the only blood, the only way unto salvation. And so what gets me is none of these people, nobody will help me, no one will even listen to me. Well, I got news for you. I'm here to give you to the sword. You might want to listen to the prophet of God, but you keep choosing not to, and you're gonna be overwhelmed and confounded and perplexed when it all comes down. And I'm telling you, it's starting this year. You might as well say it's the end this year, regardless of how it comes down. But I could tell you, I could help you. I'm called to